and you're back because I added more words to our chart. Do you remember when last time we were on the video doing math? We were talking about the length, how long something is, and the height, how tall something is. We have a new word right here. It says, what sound does it start with? Capacity. Can you say capacity? Capacity. Capacity is talking about how much something holds. How much can you fit inside? How big is it? How much goes inside? For example, there's a marble jar here. And do you know why I thought to do a marble jar? Because Miss Martinez has a really cool video that she did at the beginning of distance learning. And it's all about how much marbles can she fit inside of the jar. And she's putting the marbles in and she's holding it up, and you have to guess, you have to estimate how many marbles are inside of it. So I'm gonna put a link to that video too if you want to go play that game with her. It's really fun because it reminds me of capacity. How much can fit in her jar? Or I drew a cup of water because you might say, how much water fits inside my cup? How much? And if you have a big cup, it's gonna be a lot of water. But if you just have a little baby cup, it's only gonna be a little bit of water. So we're using the words holds more and holds less today. So we'll say, does this cup hold more? Or this cup hold more? Or this cup holds less than this cup because it's smaller. Okay? We're talking all about capacity. I'm gonna get my cups out and show you an example. All right, I got out my cups so we could talk about their capacity. How big are they? Which one holds more? Which one holds less? I also brought with me some water. And you might be thinking, Mrs. Powell, that water is green. Water is not supposed to be green. You're right, water is not supposed to be green, but I wanted you to be able to see it in the video, so I put some food coloring in there to turn it green. So before we start, I want you to make a prediction. I want you to think about, looking at my two cups that I brought with me, I hope you can see them, they're clear, but hopefully you can see the outline. Which one do you think holds more? Do you think it's this one or this one? Which cup do you think holds more? And why? Why do you think one might hold more? Okay, so if you have your prediction, now let's test it out. All right, I have my water, and I'm gonna fill this cup all the way to the top. Okay, I'm also gonna fill this cup up. Now you can really see their size. Which do you think has more water inside? Which one is holding more? Is your prediction the same? Okay, let's do something else. I'm gonna put the water back inside my measuring cup. Hey, I can tell you this. This measuring cup has the biggest capacity of these three items. This one holds the most. You know how come I know that? Because it can fit all the water from this cup and all the water from this cup. It has the biggest capacity. Okay, now let's do a little test to see. Ooh. I'm so glad I brought my tray because are you seeing how much I'm spilling? I brought this tray so that I wouldn't have to worry if I spilled my water. Okay, so this one's full to the top. Now, do you think it will all fit inside of this cup? If this one has a bigger capacity, it holds more than this, so it would all fit. If this one has a smaller capacity, it holds less, so the water will not fit. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it without spilling a lot. Wait, I'm all the way to the top and I still have water left in here. What does that mean? This one holds more. This one has a bigger capacity. It holds more water. Watch if I try to fit it inside. What's gonna happen? It spills out because there's not enough space inside this cup to hold all the water from this cup. This one holds less. But if I take this cup, ooh, it's so full, it's really spilling. And this is full to the top. This one's smaller, it holds less. So will the water fit inside of here? You're right, it can fit inside of here because this one's smaller. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Look, all the water from the small cup fits inside the big cup, and there's even a little bit of space left because this one holds more and this one holds less. Thanks for trying that little experiment with me. Let's get the paper. Okay, it's our job to compare the capacity of these items. We want to know which one holds more and which one holds less. The directions say to draw a circle around the container that holds more and mark an X on the container that holds less. Or underline the containers if they have the same amount. So if they hold more, they get a circle. If they hold less, they get an X. If they're the same, we underline them both. Let's look at the first one. To me, this looks like it has some honey inside or maybe some cake batter. So looking at these two honey pots, which one do you think holds more? The green one or the blue one? Which one holds more? You're right, the blue one is bigger and it holds more. If this one holds more, which one holds less? What color is it? It's green. The green one holds less. Were they the same? No, they were not the same. This one holds more and this one holds less. Let's look at the teacups. Oh, Mrs. Powell loves tea. Ooh, this is making me want to get a cup of tea. Okay, look at these teacups and which one do you think holds more? Is it this blue and green striped one or the orange and yellow striped one? Which one do you think holds more? You're right, it's this orange and yellow one. If we were having a cup of tea together and we were pouring the tea into these two cups, the person with the orange and yellow cup would get more tea than the person with the blue and green cup because this cup fits more inside. So that means this one holds less. All right, let's look down here. Do you see the polka dot jars? They also have a spoon in there. I'm noticing that all of these things remind me of when I go to tea. When I go to tea, they have a little cup with sugar inside, so you can maybe put a little bit of sweet in your tea. Now, what do you think about these two pots? Which one holds more? I don't think one does hold more. Which one holds less? Wait, are you noticing what I'm noticing? These are what? These are the same. These are the same. So they get an underline because they are the same size. They both hold the same amount. How about these pitchers? Ooh, let's pretend they're pitchers of lemonade. What do you think? Which one has more lemonade in it? The pink pitcher or the blue pitcher? The pink pitcher holds more. If we tried to pour all the lemonade from the pink pitcher into the blue pitcher, what would happen? It would spill, just like I spilt with my cups because there's too much lemonade in here to fit in this one because this one holds less. Oh, have you ever been to the beach before? Or played in a sandbox with buckets in the water? At the beach, sometimes you might fill up a bucket of water so that you can carry it back to where you're sitting or build some kind of sand castle. Which bucket would hold more water? The blue bucket holds more water. What can you tell me about this one? It holds what? It holds less water. That special word, less. Less water. Oh, look, here's the sandbox. Which sandbox has less sand inside of it? Which sandbox has less sand? The black sandbox has less sand. You can't fit as much sand inside of there because it's smaller than this one. This one holds more. How about these trash cans? Which one holds more? Which one holds less? Or are they the same? You're right. They are the same. Oh, they're the same. They get an underline. Okay, number 10 is a little bit tricky because they only drew one picture and we are in charge of drawing the other picture. It says, draw a container that holds less than the container shown. So does Mrs. Powell need to draw a big container that's taller than this one? Or does she need to draw a little container that's smaller than this one? You're right, just a little container, because little containers hold less than big containers. I'm gonna make my circle little. Do you see how there's a circle on top of it? And draw the lines down and fill it across. My container holds less than this container. It's smaller. Are you ready for your challenge? Your challenge is to find 2 items in your house and compare the capacity. That means you're going to use the words holds more and holds less. You're going to tell me which one holds more and which one holds less in your video. Let me give you an example. I found these bowls in my kitchen. I like to use them for baking. And this bowl holds more than this bowl. This bowl holds less than this bowl. This one's smaller and this one's bigger. Do you see how I did that? That's what I want you to do with items that you find around your house. Maybe you're going to do it with bowls or with cups or with boxes. Just make sure if it's something breakable, like the glass cup, you ask a grown-up for some help, okay? I don't want you to carry the glass all by yourself. But if it's something plastic, you can do it all by yourself. Look at this. This one's so small it even fits inside. If I was eating popcorn and I filled them both to the top with popcorn and I said, hey, you can have some popcorn. Would you want the small one or the big one if you're really hungry? You would want the big one because there's more popcorn inside the big bowl. It holds more, all right? Go find your objects. I can't wait to see what you do.